Renewable energy sources refers to those sources that are able to be replenished naturally. Having said that, it requires proper management to ensure that in effect these resources can be replenished. A good example are waterways, for instance. If waterways like the Congo Basin or the Amazon Basin are not properly managed, though naturally renewable, they too could be depleted. Renewable energies are preferred because, one, they are sustainable because they can replenish, but also because they offer energy security by reason of their renewable nature. On the other hand, we have the concept of clean energy. Clean energy refers to those sources of energy that, when processed to generate energy, do not emit greenhouse gases and therefore do not affect the environment adversely, leading to global warming, the rising of the seas, desertification, and other unintended consequences. The reason it is important for us to ensure that the planet Earth maintains the right temperature is because of a concept of biodiversity. Biodiversity basically refers simplistically to the interdependent nature of different life forms and other natural substances. The planet Earth, for millions of years, has sustained itself and other life forms because of this biodiverse balance. Global warming threatens to distort this balance, in part through extinction of certain species. And when this happens, the very way we live today, the very planet as we know it today, is threatened. And therefore, a biodiverse environment is essential for our very existence. When speaking then about the importance of striking the right balance, the concept that has been introduced is transition to clean energy sources. The word transition is important because of the recognition that you cannot instantaneously move from fossil fuel sources of energy to clean energy sources. That there needs first to be a consultation on processes. There needs to be new standards, there needs to be laws, there needs to be financial investments made. For that matter, there needs to be education of the publics. And this groundswell of change in the way we generate energy, in the way we use energy, in the way we consume energy, is what is simplistically called transition to clean energy. There is consensus that we must migrate. But geopolitically, there are different challenges. The first and most important challenge is that over a century, the industrialized world has been emitting greenhouse gases based fundamentally on a groundswell of industrialization. There is no doubt that the situation in which we find ourselves today with global warming and climate change was caused by that. The question then is, how do we hold them responsible? How do we make sure that they pay for the consequences of their actions? For that matter, the question is, how do we protect those countries that have not yet industrialized but are suffering the consequences of climate change, like rising sea levels in the Pacific, floods in Bangladesh and Malawi, and desertification and the drying up of Lake Chad?